So tell us about this trail that we're on today.
This trail is the North Valley Walk, which is a walk from Kilkenny to Inistioge. This walk is in a number of sections. The section we're on now is from Kilkenny to Bennett's Bridge, which is officially opening next month. The walk is signposted starting at the end of Magdalen Street along the Lacken Walk, which goes along the side of the River Nore under the Ossory Bridge, and from there you join the North Valley Walk, which will continue the whole way to Bennett's Bridge. It's approximately 11 kilometres long and takes about 2 hours to walk.
And how many trails are there in Kilkenny?
At the moment in Kilkenny we have 7 trails, 7 looped trails, which are small between 6 and 10 kilometre trails, all starting at one point that loop around and come back to a point. So for example, Castlemorris Wood, where you park in front of Castlemorris Wood, we have 3 different loops in Castlemorris Wood which we walk around and you come back to your car there, all signposted. We then have a guide which is available to buy in Kilkenny. You can get them in the book centre in Padmore Barnes, which will give you the full details of the walk, where it starts, or you can go onto our website www.trailkilkenny.ie, where you can download all the details with a map of where the walk starts, and also a printout if you want to bring the walk with you.
So who organises these trails? Is it yourself?
Yeah, with this, the trails were set up by a company called Trail Kilkenny, which is set up by Kilkenny Leader Partnership, Kilkenny County Council, Kilkenny Sports Partnership, and then local landowners and councils have come together to develop, to pool all their resources to develop trails in County Kilkenny. The trail, it's not just walking trails. We do walking trails, we have cycling trails, we also do craft trails and a food trail, which launched last April.
Longest trail you have? For people now that might just want to stroll.
Yeah, a lot of our trails, Kilkenny isn't a particularly hilly county, so we don't have the Black Stairs or the Cumras, so a lot of the trails would be level enough. For example, the walk we're on now, the North Valley Walk, it's beside a river, so it's pretty level the whole way. So the only thing on this trail that you'd have to go over would be the stiles when you go across those, but they're easy enough, and there's a handrail on all those. So we also have level walks for buggies or for children, which would be like in Jenkinstown Park or again in Castlemorris. Some are slightly more hilly walks would be Kilmacolver, which is starts in Tullahocht, or the walk to the top of Brandon Hill right to the cross, which you start in Gregnamanus. That's probably the most strenuous walk we have in the county, so people can build up to that one.
And how successful are they? What feedback have you received?
Yeah, I would say they're very, very successful. We had a guided walk on this walk we're on now for Heritage Week last year, and we had 100 people turn up for it, which we were very happy with. But we're getting quite positive feedback from tourists and from through the website. We have a news group on the website, and we have an email address, trails@trailkilkenny.ie, where people email me for information. I email back to them, and then they feed back to me. But in general, we're finding it very positive, and I think in these recessionary times, all these things we're offering are free. You know, they're good for people in terms of healthy living. So it's a good news story. This is an original feature that was on this walk. The hole in the ground here is for dogs to go through, for people for hunting, and then for the stile is for people to go over. So it keeps the boundary in between 2 properties, but yet it keep the flow of people and animals and everything.
How old would this be, this walk, roughly?
Oh, I'd say it must be at least 150 years old, I'd say. On our left here we have the Kilkenny Canal, which is a project that was started in the 1800s, which was originally going to run a canal from south of Kilkenny. The project never finished. It only got started in sections. So as you walk along this North Valley Walk, you can see it starting on your left hand side. There's an example of it there.
So tell us about this part of the walk. When we get this far, what can we expect?
Yeah, we're about halfway along the walk now between Kilkenny and Bennett's Bridge. We're in the Pims Wood section is where we are now. We're going to enter a piece of farmland now, and then we walk in through more forestry to the back of what is the roadstone, the mines on the Sion Road, and then we be through more farmland, and then we'll be into Bennett's Bridge itself.
Take my jeans off too.